Okay.
Last time on Dragons at High Noon, our adventurers broke a train and a city. It was impressive. And then they lost their minds a little bit. But they managed to make it to Steelvale in one piece. Now, we return to the game, watching a dwarf seduce a bartender on Dragons at High Noon.
Waksha.
It rates quality a little bit every single time.
Just every single episode we're gonna get just a little bit better.
A little bit better.
And then the intro is just gonna get progressively shorter and shorter until it's just Jordan going, "All
Alright, now we're starting, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so, well, last time you guys got a little bit lost in your heads in the woods and made it out. You went into town to find out that the runaway train had crashed and injured
killed a whole
and
bunch of
killed some people.
Way to go, Doc.
No one is to blame. Doc.
I rolled a damn one, so yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And you also know that wanted posters are going up, but they haven't quite made it to the part of town that you're in. 2 of you have decided to go into town to look for new clothes, and the rest of you have gone up to bed.
Yeah,
So-
I think I was gonna do bed, but Smoke looked down at her clothes and said, "Yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it." So yeah, I'm headed out. Was Greca coming with me, or was it Doc?
I was the one who was
Doc
just
and
like, I was like, I need to get new clothes because these things are about to rot off my body.
Gotcha.
Greco was gonna go with because she doesn't feel safe letting anybody wander off. But then Doc told her it was okay that she sits there and rests.
Okay.
So then Smoke went. So Greca's gonna eat her weight in potatoes and meat, and then
Excellent.
probably go take a bath and then go to bed.
Excellent.
Greca, roll a
Lawrence-
Constitution saving throw for me.
Ooh. Okay.
That was fast.
Oh right, I can't just click on my sheet. Duh. That's 10 plus 7 for my con save, so 17.
Okay. You managed to shut down the inn's kitchen. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Our kitchen's always open. 1 Greca later.
They're like, how much can one Greca eat?
That sounds like challenge. Challenge is accepted.
These potatoes are really good. Hey, you're eating a whole lot. Lay off me, I'm starving.
I fought a dragon, and I saved my crew from a forest.
Nice, Chris Farley. I appreciate that.
If anyone says one more damn word, I'm gonna eat every potato in this
You already have.
room.
Jeremy, if you say one more word about your stock in the back, I'll eat you. Please go back there and find me more potatoes.
I require more potatoes, John.
What is this, Ireland?
Might as well be. All right.
Yeah, that
so
was bad
so
joke.
it's gonna be.
Shit,
Apologies
Greca's the
all.
potato
You're
man.
good.
That's not okay.
I was gonna say, you might want to cut that out.
Yeah, my apologies. I went too far on that.
It's me. It's Doc. I believe Lorneris is staying behind. Greca's obviously eating her weight and more. Lawrence is hitting it up with the bartender. Jack, do you need pants again? Episode 1 callback, or are you staying behind?
No, I'm actually going with in order to see if I could. I was the one that went with to see if I could spot any of our wanted posters and possibly take them down.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. All right.
Okay.
So
And Lorneros, what are you doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Okay. Cool. So for those of you who are going into town, first make a perception check.
Right.
you can hear the crisp sounds of my rocks hitting the desk. It is
That's a 20.
16.
It's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, y'all are all very well aware of the heightened presence of guards walking around the streets. Surprisingly, they don't seem to be taking any notice of you.
Hmm. I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, let's try and keep it that way.
Yeah.
As you progress further and further into town, there are a number of guards running towards the warehouse district, seemingly to help put out fires and help with the train crash, which still apparently is an issue, even though it's been days. Yeah, man, magic trains can cause a problem.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, the elementals probably had something to do with that.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Do you say that in character? Am I able to take offense to that?
No, I do not. I do not say that in character because I don't know who's listening, and I don't
Fair.
want to call attention to us.
Alrighty.
And it seems like everybody's a little on edge because they don't know. In particular, the townspeople don't seem to know what's going on.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Hey, quick question. What's the weather like in Steelvale?
Steelvale is it's a little damp and humid. Right now, it is there's some sunlight and it's not too bad.
Partly cloudy with your chance of elemental rain.
Yeah. It's muddy. There was that thunderstorm that just came through. So it's wet and damp and moist. All those things mean the same thing.
Yeah, nice job, nice job. What is the fashion in Steelvale?
There's a lot of top hats. There is a lot of long coats. And then like half plate armor or chainmail. Not full armor though. It seems like with the invention of the gun that the full armor has kind of gone out of style.
What? That's not really any sort of smoke style. Is there anywhere I can get a T-shirt? It's more of a joke.
You can get like a tunic.
More, something understated. Something that I guess like a. There's a lot of
you
water
can get
here.
like
What would a dock worker
like
wear, I guess.
a shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to a tailor. I'm pretty sure that they can. Yeah.
I guess I'm just asking, like, if she's taking a look around, is that more what the working class would be wearing, or more what the
Yeah, like tunics and
Sure.
Just basic
underclothes sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
not necessarily underclothes, just not anything real fancy.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like slacks and a shirt.
Understood.
Have
Okay.
Have we spotted any like armories or anything like that?
Um,
Goods.
like you mean like a weaponsmith or?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
That would be a 12.
You're heading towards the market district, so yeah, it's not hard to find one. Is there a weapon in particular that you're looking for?
Actually, looking for a shield.
A shield. Yeah, easy enough. Yeah, so there is a weaponsmith, and he has shields available.
Okay.
And let me just take a look at something real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
You were looking for something specific in the shields?
No, I was just thinking of, if there was anything that was... I don't want anything like huge, like a tower shield, but something that would take a few shots before it breaks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they've got a number of different like just basic shields from bucklers to like shields.
Okay, guess I'd look to pick up a shield.
Okay. They range in price. Some are starting at 10 and they go up from there, 10 gold.
Okay. There one in like the 30 gold range there?
Yeah, there is. It is like kind of the standard shape of a shield, and it just has like golden outlines on it.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, it's just a standard shield.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I pick up.
Okay. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Yeah, so that right now.
All right. Anybody else looking for anything, or?
I definitely want to hit up a tailor.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's a tailor in town. Y'all had been pointed in the direction of a tailor earlier.
Yeah.
Master
where we're
Robbins. And yeah, he's got his own building, and it seems like he's got a lot of fabrics and different kinds of materials. So
Over there.
unless somebody else wanted something to at the
do
Weapon
otherwise.
Masters. Yep. Nope. Okay, then yep, you're at the tailor's.
Cool.
Cool. I'll just walk in the door, hold the door open for smoke because apparently I'm still kind of a gentleman.
She nods her head.
Oh,
Kind of looks at
hello.
you sideways. A little weird. Hi there.
How's it going today?
It's going.
Excellent, excellent. What can I do for you?
Well, as you can see, we had a bit of a kerfuffle. I'm trying to get myself some new duds. Anything? Gotcha.
You look like you went through a meat grinder.
You wouldn't happen to sell something that could, do a little work and do a little moving around in, would you?
Are you looking for something more durable? It sounds like so. Yeah, I've got all kinds of What specifically are you looking for?
Just some plain clothes. Not really looking for armor or anything like that.
Something that you can move in.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. Any special properties you're looking for?
Well, not so much. Not that I can think of. I do like the cloak and hood look from time to time, especially being a pretty lady walking around at night. Gotta.
Yeah, of course.
But other than that, I mean, anything you got, really.
Well, we have just some standard tunics, and we've got pants and shirts, and a set of pants and shirts would run you about 2 silver.
Gotcha.
And then, depending on the type of cloak you're looking for, you can
You wouldn't
start.
happen to have anything magical, would you? Do you run that trade at all?
Depends on what you're looking for.
Well, you do bring up durable. As the adventuring sort, I do find myself in a bit of trouble from time to time. You wouldn't happen to have something that would keep me a little more durable when things get a little bit too out of control?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me see. And he starts digging through some of the slots behind the counter.
Sure.
He passes his hand over one of them, and you see a shimmer, kind of like it's shielded, and the shield dissolves away. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Pulls out this night blue cloak, with just the slightest silver trim. And he goes, this is a very special fabric, elven and make. Tends to have special properties. It helps keep you safe.
I see. Well, mind if I try it on?
Of course.
All right, I toss it over my shoulders and clasp it around the neck. And would I know the properties of this, or can I roll Arcana?
Do you have any training in detecting magical properties?
I don't. Doc,
No.
would you take a look at this?
I'm just kind of looking at all the stuff, and I kind of look around, just yeah. And I walk on over, put on my little glasses, and roll a 4. So that's a 9 total.
Yeah, you're not entirely certain. It's really well made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not very versed in Elven, to be
no
honest.
worries.
A little out of my wheelhouse.
It's still pretty. How much would this run me?
Oh, this in particular piece would run you about 500 gold.
Yeesh.
What?
Wowza. That's a big step up from 2 silver, huh?
Special property, special price.
Very fair. Alrighty, well, that's a little bit too much for me to handle, I think. She unclasps it, takes it off, hands it back to you.
Very well. He folds it up and puts it back in the slot, passes his hand over it again, and you see glyphs light up, and then the shield reappears.
Anything similar to that in make? Maybe without the magic?
Yeah, he digs through a little lower in the shelves and pulls out another cloak, and he hands it over to you. It looks very similar, but it feels heavier.
Gotcha. Alright. Throw it over my shoulders as well. Not too heavy to,
No. I mean, it's
like a weighted
noticeable, but it's not gonna like hurt any
Cool.
like movement or anything like that.
Gotcha. Now
And
this...
that's also elven fibers, but it's made by less skilled hands.
Understood.
So it's just a cloak.
I gotcha. And how much would this guy run me?
A gold piece.
Alright, that I can rock. And then just some replacement. Actually, I think I wear a couple too many tunics. You wouldn't happen to have a blouse around.
Yeah, he pulls out a blouse. Actually, that's pretty much what he gave you for the 2 silver, is a pants and a blouse.
Gotcha, cool. Alright. Then I throw that stuff on. Can you make change for 2 gold piece?
He absolutely can.
Excellent. I give him 2 gold piece and take the outfit.
You get 8 silver in return.
Slip it in my pocket and we're good to go.
Anybody else looking for anything in particular?
I step forward and put my hand out. I go, Master Robin.
Yes. Pleasure to
good.
meet you. Your name?
Dr. Schwartz, Willem Schwartz.
Schwartz. I knew a Schwartz.
I'm from here. It's been a long time since I've been here, though.
Yes. Wait. You have a cousin, don't you?
I got family here.
Yes. Yeah, she and I do business quite often.
Good to know. Glad to hear that she's still getting around town, helping people out. Makes me happy to hear. I gesture at my entire self. I just go, can I get basically the same thing, just maybe a little more durable? If it's not too much trouble, is there a way I can get something weaved that would protect me against maybe falling down or things that bludgeon?
Well, let's see. Let me see. What are you currently rocking as far as armor? Nothing.
According to where would I see that?
Under equipment. You got a chainmail shirt.
Okay.
Okay. And then your dex is +1.
Yeah, so I'd
Armor
call
class
it.
of 14. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of looks over your chainmail and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, I might have something here. Tell you what, I've got a special set of chainmail that might give you a little advantage.
Sounds good. What's the damage on it?
It would normally run 500. No, hear me out.
Okay.
Friends and family discount. I give it to you for 150.
Sold.
All right, cool. So you're getting a chainmail shirt, +1.
All right. I guess do I go in and
Yeah, hold
change?
on.
Okay,
I'm
good.
pulling it up.
Cool.
Manage equipment.
I'll
Welcome
hand
to the
him
shopping episode.
Right. I'll hand him the gold, and I'll say to him, let's go. 150 sounds good, and if you ever need a favor, anything at all, you know where to find me.
Okay. That's quite nice of you. Go ahead and refresh your page.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry, I put the wrong thing. That's my bad.
That's all good. Do I need to wait again?
Hold on.
Okay.
Chain. No.
Oh yeah, I'm not versed in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? I don't think they have a chainmail shirt +1. Those bastards. So I'm just gonna add +1 to your thing.
Yeah, you should just be able to make it.
Yeah. Customize. Oh, really? Okay, I'm just gonna give you a +1. No, I can't do that. What the hell? D&D Beyond, you're failing me.
Hashtag non-spawn.
Let me
Oh wow, yeah, it goes straight from just chain to like
full chainmail armor.
adamantium. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have a way to get around this though.
Oh, there we go. You're looking for a chain shirt +1, right?
Yeah, is it there?
Yeah, just keep hitting load more.
What did you search?
I just put in chain, and
Okay.
then I just
What's
hit
around
load
it?
more. Armor of Thundering Resistance chain shirt, chain mail +1.
Oh, there it is. Found it. Thank you.
Yep.
D&D Beyond didn't fail me. I failed D&D Beyond.
Call it user error.
All right, go ahead and refresh.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of had to do the same thing to find the shield. So.
All right. Oh, okay. So, yeah, you have a chainmail shirt +1, which is useful because that takes up your armor class +1
That jumps me up to 14.
instead of 13. Yeah, nice.
All right, so I'm gonna drop my gold down to 100.
All right.
Holy crap! He gave me an unbelievable discount.
Yeah, I did.
So
Anybody else?
Guess not.
Kind of looking over my coat, putting a hole through putting a finger through one of the holes, putting a hole through the finger. Yeah. Yeah, actually, you just got a good coat.
Any special properties that you're looking for?
I wouldn't mind some protection either.
Oh, well, he pulls out a coat that's similar to the cloak that he showed Smoke.
Okay.
And he goes, "This would be about 500, but it'll help keep you safe."
I do have it.
You what?
I do have it.
It's not every day you come across one of these, you know.
All right, let's do it.
Very good, very good. All right, I just added a cloak of protection, but it's a jacket.
Okay. I will knock off 500.
I
And then you
literally
can
only had like 90.
How do you only have 90?
I have
Yeah,
no
we got
idea.
paid quite a bit the last few sessions.
I'm pretty
Probably
sure I
had
took
more.
note.
Did you check your actual notepad?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
gotta
was
have
gonna
more
say,
than
And I
that.
Mornos
definitely-
is sitting on a fresh 9 gold.
I've definitely updated this as we've gone along. And
Well, how's
I don't
Leonard
know.
only have like 9 gold? Especially because like, didn't you take the? Well, I guess you haven't, cashed the plants in. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say I distributed like
yeah,
at one
we
point
had,
we all had like 500 gold.
yeah,
Did we really?
When?
yeah. When we got to this, when we did the stash had a bunch of jewels and gold in it.
Yeah.
Ah,
We
the
sold
session
it
I
to
missed.
the group.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you were
crap.
there for that.
You weren't there for that. That's right.
Right.
You were there for that. You were just asleep in Doc's backpack.
So Greca has literally what she started with for money, because during this whole process, she never has been paid.
Was
I don't
Greca
think-
expecting to be paid?
No, I'm
That's
just
not like a
saying.
very pointed comment.
No. I'm just saying, like, if she, like, if she's like learning people have actually made money by doing this, she's gonna look into her like little pouch and look at everybody else's and go, "Wait a minute."
Fortunately, Greca's not there.
Yeah, definitely not.
So all you have to do is activate the cloak of protection, Jack, and then you'll be good.
Okay, yeah, I was just reading it.
Should give you a +1 to AC. Or +2.
I activated it, but it's not actually giving me the plus. One.
You were at 18 a minute ago, and then I refreshed, and now you're at 20.
Right, because I picked up the shield, which is +2 AC.
Oh, right, because you already have stuff. I don't know why that's not going above 20. That's interesting. Hold on,
Do I
let
have
me
to
look.
attune it?
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
you do.
How do I do? How do I? Oh, well, I just clicked
So,
it.
attunement, and then you can click it, and then... Yeah, there you go, 21. Damn, you're super hard to hit.
That's how it's supposed to be.
All right. Anything else you guys want to look for?
Nope.
In this place.
Yeah.
It's a negatory Ghost Rider.
As you're walking out, Master Robbins kind of pulls Doc aside and he goes, "Now, if you see your cousin, let her know that I have a job for her."
A job, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out. And,
No,
if I see-
appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll let her know. For sure.
Okay.
Actually, out of curiosity, what's the job?
Oh, well, kind of looks around and says, "There's been a bit of bad business going on with an old friend of mine.
Okay.
And he's causing some trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, the kind that disrupts my livelihood."
Anybody else experiencing this other than yourself?
No.
What does this person do?
He is a dealer of justice, I suppose you would say.
Okay. I take out my other notebook and I hand it to him and I just go, write everything that you know down. And
So he goes, my partner's name was Merrick Lightfoot.
Merrick. Okay.
Yeah. He's been on a little kick recently, digging into things that aren't his business, you see. And I'd like him to stop.
Okay. Are we talking any sort of blackmail, anything along those lines?
The method doesn't matter so much, so long as he's...
on your side.
Oh, no, just disrupting the flow of business.
Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll see if that falls under the purview of what can be done.
Much appreciated.
I tuck the book away and reach out to shake his hand again, and I go, I hope we get to do business at some point in time again soon.
He just smiles and nods.
And all right, and I'll tip my hat and walk out.
Okay. As you guys are walking out, I need you all to make a perception check, please.
That's a natural 20.
That is
Nice.
a 12.
That is a 10.
All right, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
You catch up to your friends who seem to be distracted by some of the wares in the market, and notice that there is a guard who is eyeing you guys very, very heavily.
Okay.
And it seems like he's signaling to some other guards.
I guess where Jack and Smoke standing?
They're standing in front of a booth, looking at different trinkets.
Okay.
Just waiting for you.
I'll pop up in between both of them and just be really quiet and be like, save your money, make yourself scarce. They might. And I walk away.
I'm gonna start walking.
Okay. Are you guys trying to be stealthy at this point, or?
I'm just I mean,
Just trying to
blending
blend in with the crowd. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
just
like
kinda-
like super sneaky, but
definitely not being obvious about power walking away from potential
right.
police action.
Okay.
Just gonna run. No, kidding.
Are you all sticking together, or are y'all going your separate ways?
I say under my breath, Jack, meet back at the inn.
Yep.
And I walk into the crowd as best I can.
Okay.
And I'd like to roll a stealth check to like
Go
blend
ahead.
in. That is a 12.
Okay. All right. And the other two, are you doing something similar, or?
I'm just gonna be, casually walking. I'm gonna stick close to Doc, but not like right next to him.
Okay. I wish there was like a nonchalance
Hey, nonchalant.
stat.
We can just do stealth. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead and roll
I've had
stealth just
great
to see
luck
how
with
well you
that.
can.
Or performance. You can do performance.
Or yeah, I'll give you a choice: stealth or performance.
yeah, I will
Well, my
gladly take
performance is +2, so I'll take that.
Yeah,
That's a 13 total.
Okay.
that is actually 14.
Okay. Excellent. You guys start walking off, and as far as you can tell, go ahead and make another perception check for me.
Ooh, 18.
That's a 19, so 24.
14.
14? Okay. Doc and Jack, you don't think you're being followed. And Smoke, you're fairly certain that you're not being followed either.
Okay.
we
I
should head
start
back to the inn.
exactly. I start slowly making my way back.
Okay, so Doc and Jack are somewhat together, and Smoke went off their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. You make it back to the inn, and you see Greca with a table just piled high with empty plates, and the cook is being held back by the barkeep, who's going, "It's not worth it. She bested you, man."
I guess I don't know who makes it back first.
Y'all are all coming from generally the same area, so
Okay.
you probably guys made it back a little bit before Smoke did, but not by much.
Cool. So I guess we can open the door and just be like, what's going on?
What happened?
Greca's just gonna burp. It's gonna be the meatiest bear burp. It's the kind of burp that's gonna rattle her mug.
It does. It does rattle the mug and the towering pile of plates, which then begin to topple
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, wow.
and just crash into the ground. And for a second, everyone in the inn is like dead silent. And then they're like, "Yeah! Woo!"
Greca's gonna throw her arms in the air. She is clearly their champion.
I'll walk over to the bar and I'll just be, "Chef, what's the damage?"
It was... Barkeep bet me that she couldn't eat that much.
Doc just starts laughing, like just like a real like, yeah, I made that mistake once too. How much? What's the damage on the plates? We'll at least pay for that.
Oh, that's I mean, they're metal plates; they're not like broken.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. Yeah, they didn't shatter. They're like, yeah, you're fine.
Cool.
But he's just distraught. He's like,
Put my hand on.
he
on
pulls out
shoulder.
his coin purse and starts like counting out coins to the barkeep.
Never bet against the Greca.
I'll keep that in mind. All right, what do you guys?
Actually, how we know Greca is the real anime hero in this bunch, because
Right.
And Smoke walks in the bar. What's going on?
Oh, the barkeep made a mistake by betting against a bear woman's appetite.
Oh, as have we all.
Funny that.
I just like have this idea in my mind that you have all bet against Greca at one point. It's still like,
It's canon now.
yeah.
Yeah.
it was that stretch on the train. Just, I bet Greca wouldn't eat this.
Yeah. And every single time y'all were like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Greca ate it.
Yeah.
Someone tried to throw me to her once, asshole.
Well, listen. You're, to be fair, like the pizza roll to these full-size pizzas.
Now I just imagine Greca categorizes all of everyone's size as food.
So if we ever get lost on an island, you know those old cartoons where eventually they start looking at each other and they're actually made of like ropes of sausage and like meat and all that stuff, like an Acme cartoon? Like that's gonna be Greca. She's just gonna go off to one side of the island and she's gonna like start like trying to catch fish frantically.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right.
All right, so what are you guys thinking? What are your plans?
I'm gonna kind of
Oh, go ahead. I'm
up
sorry.
by a window real quick to see if there's any guards looking around, like looking at the place or anything. I just want to
Make a
make sure.
perception check.
That'd be an 11.
There are guards walking around, but none of them, as far as you can tell, are staking out the inn.
Okay, great.
They are putting up wanted posters, though.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
for you to
like
go
right
and,
across the
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
for you to
like
go
right
and
across the
look
street.
at one. Yeah. Like not walk right up to it, of course, but just kind of like eyeball it and see.
Yeah, you get the feeling that the reason that you guys weren't 100% picked out right away was because these aren't the best drawings. I mean, they're not terrible. Like, if you were to really look at the picture and then look at you, you could be like, yeah, that's them. But it's not 100% great. Like, one of you has a bigger nose, and somebody looks taller than somebody else, or than they should be, or, um, you know, there's like a scar on somebody's face that's not actually there. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
like bad eyewitness accounts.
Gotcha.
While that's happening, I wave the barkeep over,
Okay.
and go ahead. I'm sorry, dude.
What can I do for you?
Just some information. I should say, quite a while back, we were in Oasis. They were going through some real bad stuff over there. People were turned into metal. Anything like that happening at
Oh yes, of course.
and
But they, the practitioners had a remedy almost immediately.
yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm glad to know that for the most part everyone's
Yeah, the
safe.
practitioners are great, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean they're okay.
Some of them are pretty great.
Some of them are. A couple of them, they have a bit of a prickly demeanor, but I don't hold that against them.
Oh, I've never found that to be true. Every time I'm sick, they come to help.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to know that. But I'm glad that everything's safe here. That's all I need to know.
No salt.
Oh no, there's no salt. There's a mine of salt.
Yeah.
But then again, like I shouldn't honestly, like, and this is out of character, I really shouldn't be salty because I'm just like, cool, don't draw attention to myself.
All right. Yeah. Well, your rooms are ready for you. And it's a very fine coat you have there.
Who are we talking about?
She's kind of looking at all of you.
Oh, I mean, it's new, tailored.
Yeah, Master Robbins does a great job, doesn't he?
Very much, and he's just always willing to help out, isn't he?
Oh, I find that he charges a bit much, but he's not too bad, I guess.
That's true. Sweet, cool.
We have very different experiences of this town.
We did indeed. Well, then again, I'm like, Doc's from here, so
Yeah.
he's got that streetwise. Is streetwise still a thing? It's not.
Yeah, no, not in the
Okay.
rules. Yeah.
Wah, wah. Oh well, cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna ask for a cup of coffee, and then
Yeah,
I'm gonna
easy
go
enough.
over
She
to-
gets it to you.
Cool, and then I thank her. I put down, what is it, a couple copper or something like that.
Yeah, like a copper.
Cool. I'm gonna grab that and go over to a corner and just sit and look at my notebook and start thinking.
Okay.
I'd like to go and slide into the chair across from Doc.
Okay.
What time is it?
At this point, it's getting to be sundown.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
retire to the room.
It was about mid-afternoon when y'all were going out.
Okay.
I prop my elbows up on the table and I say, Doc, shouldn't we be, I guess, tomorrow's going to be difficult. We're going to try to get to see Miss Dumont. And I say this in as hushed a tone as I can. And there will be quite a few people around and quite a few pieces of paper up on walls. Shouldn't we try to find a indirect route to get where we're going tomorrow?
Doc puts away his notebook and he goes, well, considering if we're going to do this tomorrow, we're going to the most heavily defended part of Steelvale.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There aren't really there aren't really indirect routes there. I could see if I could make one of those routes indirect. I just have to talk to some people that I know.
All right. And when are we doing that?
I need to make sure that they're still in town.
Gotcha.
It's been a long time since I've been here.
Gotcha. All right. Do you need anybody for that? Or am I good to go and drink an entire bottle of whiskey?
If you need to rest, I would absolutely recommend doing that. I don't think you've had a good night's sleep in the last 3 months.
None of us have, but there's still work that needs doing.
There is, indeed. At least we don't have to worry about the damn metal plague anymore.
She looks at her arm, all of the little iron bits she has not yet pulled out, and says, well, I guess you're right about that. But still, if you're going out tonight, let me know. And she stands up and walks off.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
And I'm going to continue looking through my book.
Okay. It seems like everybody else is asleep. Night goes on. It gets later and later and later. You going to bed at any point, Doc?
Maybe not for a long rest, but definitely for a short rest.
Okay.
And then I'll probably get up, I don't know, a couple hours before sunup. I don't even know what time it is in game right now, but right before sunup, and just kind of get out into town and start just looking around.
Are you just like walking into town just nonchalantly, or?
Yeah, just, I got my bag and all that stuff, and I'm just taking a stroll, retaking everything in.
Okay.
Being on the lookout for any distinguishing graffiti that might catch my attention.
What do you mean?
I'll text you.
Okay. Would this be related to specific people? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't need to text me. I understand now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, basically, I'll just let you know my context real quick.
Right.
So for now, I'll just start walking.
Okay. So you kind of disappear into the city for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, the sunlight fills your room. What are you guys doing?
Can I get up?
Yeah. Kind of putting on a grim face. I think Doc's the first person I'd want to look for, because he said that he was going to get up to something that I would like to hear about going forward. I just want to figure out what's going on there. So
you look in Doc's room and Doc's gone, and you go down and Doc's not in the inn.
All right. Unfortunate.
Yeah, you do look out across the street though, and there is like a number of people around those wanted posters.
Shit. I go back in, and is there anybody already down in the bar?
Yeah, there's a couple people getting breakfast, and the barkeep is serving, and the cook is still weeping.
I mean, of my guys, who would have come down by now?
It's up to everybody else. Is everybody else coming down yet?
Yeah, I probably would have come down.
Okay.
Lawrence would have woken up and wandered down.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess at this point I will have wandered down as well.
To those that are presently here, I'd say I'd kind of gather them a little bit and say, okay, so this really sucks, but it's looking like we've got quite a few wanted posters posted up outside, and that ain't great. What do we plan to do?
I mean, I got a pretty good look at those posters yesterday, and they're actually pretty bad. may be able to just blend in a little better.
Oh, shit. All right.
It's at this point that you guys all notice that there seems to be 4 or 5 guards that seem to be going from building to building.
Well, that's not good. That may be a little harder.
Sure, it's a bad time to not be a shapeshifter, huh?
Sometimes I hate you. just from time to time. All right.
On
Let's,
occasion.
I can be a shapeshifter too. I'm gonna go shave.
Oh, that's a good point.
do you
Yeah,
think I look like a different person when I light my hair on fire?
did they have her with her hair on fire on the wanted poster?
No,
Okay.
no, they did not.
Maybe.
Does it say my race on the? Sorry, does it say my race on the wanted poster?
It does not. No.
Okay. All right, we take those. Sorry, go ahead.
So you're taking the posters?
I don't know if it would be a good idea to walk up and take them down,
Yeah, I don't
considering
think
there's
that'd be a good
people.
idea.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, that's what I thought you were saying, though.
No.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Waiting for everyone to be ready so that we can leave. Hopefully, that's what smoke tries to float is. Can we get out of here before they come and check this building?
Yeah, they are about 2 buildings down now.
I don't know where Doc is, but yeah, we better get moving.
And quick.
Is everyone downstairs, or we still missing Greca and the dwarf?
From the sound, well, no, the dwarf is here, but he is not giving us very much of a.
Cynthia looks up and goes, "Oh, he must be tuckered. It was
I
quite
see.
a night."
I see.
Just imagine I have that look of Gimli when he was drunk in Lord of the Rings, just.
It's just like coming down the stairs.
And right, let's go knock on the door and wake up Greca.
All right, she's gonna be conked out, huh? I
After what she did, probably.
I give her a couple of light raps on the door. Greca, you alright?
I ate too much.
You mind if we come in? I turn the knob and push the door open.
Okay. Greca's just laying in bed, laying on her back, holding her stomach,
Hey,
and then
girl.
just kind of laying there.
Listen, I know you're probably not feeling too yourself, but we're gonna have to get out of here pretty quick. Things are about to break bad, and if we don't want to be found by some, well, we're gonna have to get out of here quick.
They're now 1 building away.
All right. For the record, she went to bed completely clothed. Like, she went and took a bath and found out she didn't have anything else. Went and put her stuff on. So when she sits up, she's literally grabbing her shotgun and her pack and her weapons, and she's just following Smoke. That's all she has.
Awesome. Love it.
All right, so you guys go downstairs. Everybody seems to be downstairs now. And what do you guys do?
So let's head out.
Yeah,
somewhere.
let's get the hell out of here.
Did anyone know? Did Doc say anything to anyone?
No.
All right. Yeah, we're
All
gonna
right.
head out. Head. Where's the map? Well, away
Does
from
anybody
the car.
have a map?
It's in the chat.
Yeah.
No, I meant in character.
Oh,
And technically, I know the town.
yeah. So, like, where are you looking to go?
I guess let's just looking at the map over real quick.
Yeah, so there is an entrance, like, into the walls
Yeah.
on the east side of town. You see where those 2 towers are.
Right.
And then you guys are, like, outside of the walls, near that.
Okay.
So, like, where are you looking to go?
I guess let's. Just looking at the map over real quick. Yeah. So there is an entrance, like, into the walls on the east side of town. You see where those 2 towers are. Right. And then you guys are, like, outside of the walls, Okay, so like, all in all, we need to head out of the building. So let's like see if we can head out of the building and like head up the road. Try and just time
Stay
it so the
off the
guards
beaten
are looking
path.
that way. Yeah.
So you are going into the city?
Not directly into, just because I know that's going to be guarded too, unless they've lightened things up a bit.
Nope.
Yeah.
As expected.
Okay. So as you guys exit, the guards do walk up right as you're leaving.
Okay.
And they kind of look at you and go, "Excuse me."
Oh yes, sir.
And then they hold up these these posters and they go, "Have you seen these people?"
Can't say I have.
Stop and look them over. Nope, not today.
Okay.
Rebecca's gonna lean a
Keep
little bit
moving.
and look, and then shrug. Because honestly, none of them look like any of her friends, so she's just kind of like, nah.
I mean, they kind of do. They're just like minor differences. Like Jack's poster has a scar across the face and a bigger nose. But it does look like him, kind of.
Can I roll an intelligence check?
Sure.
Alright. Alright, never mind. That's a 17 minus 1, so that's a 16. So I don't say shit. I just kind of like, nah. And then I keep walking. Or, I do what the group's gonna do. Which I
Okay.
assume is wait until we're dismissed and then keep going.
Yeah. I need you all to make deception checks, by the way.
Okay.
Ooh, wait. Maybe that's not good. Hold on.
14.
14?
9.
I got a 15, but it's -1, so it is also a 14.
Okay.
10 for Lawrence.
Okay. And Loneros?
17.
17. Yeah, these guards are not too bright, and I rolled super low. So they're like, well, thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.
Gonna walk past and
We shove off.
Okay.
I want
Doc.
to go back there.
What? You want to go back there?
When the time is right.
Understandable. Alright. Let's, that makes me feel valued.
Not in the slightest.
yeah.
I'm not sorry.
Doc,
Bum,
you're,
bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum.
roll a percentage die for me, Doc.
Okay. Give me a second. 33.
Okay. The first place that you check, your cousin is not there.
Okay.
All right, guys. So
Oops.
I think we should enter the city, but not as a group. Like one at a time, maybe 2 at a time.
Just
know-
real quick
Go ahead.
on map wise, I'm just for some clarification. So I'm looking at the big castle. Obviously, that's the Capitol
Mhm.
building. You said that the university was over there as well,
Yeah, so it's like right next to the windmills.
next to the windmills.
Windmill.
Okay, so
On
it's
the map.
outside of it's outside of the city, or it's inside the wall.
It is inside the wall, just on the other side of the wall from the windmill.
Oh, that big empty area.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna make my way that way,
Okay.
because it'd also give me a good view of any entrances or the entrances and exits to the castle.
Yes. Well, some of them anyway, yes.
That's all I need.
Yeah. Are you anything in particular you're looking for then?
Just maybe like coverage, any mostly guard coverage.
Okay.
Actually,
It's very obvious to see when you're looking at guard coverage that there is more guards than there normally are. And they all seem super tense. Go ahead and make an insight check.
inside. Okay. God, that's an 11.
Yeah, they seem super tense, and you're not certain why.
You know what I might. See if I can play this straight
Like,
first. I'm gonna
even more tense than like where they would be with the train crash and everything. I mean, that's happened a couple days ago. You would expect them to have calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. I wanna walk up to them, like very not like purposely, but like kind of like I'm walking past, like past the entrance to the castle.
Okay.
Yeah. Just kinda...
Are you being stealthy or?
No, not at all. I'm just kind of walking because I mean, there's going to be activity there. I don't know if they've cordoned off entrances yet.
Yes. As a matter of fact, normally they would be letting people in and out, but they are not.
Okay. I'll kind of, yeah, I'll just walk up to him and I'll raise a hand. Like, how close can I get before, I guess maybe some kind of hostile action would be taken?
I mean, if you're approaching them, they'll let you walk up to them. They're just not going to let you pass into
Okay.
the building.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I'll just be like, it's morning time right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll walk up and I'll say, good morning, guardsman.
Good day.
What's going on?
Whatever you mean, sir.
You guys look, wound tighter than a master clockmaker's greatest work. Normally you're not this tense.
The council has a special visitor,
Really?
and we are all on high alert.
So they're taking audiences right now, are they?
No, so they are not.
For any certain amount of time? Is there going to be a chance to be able to talk to the council?
It is unknown.
Okay. Can I ask whom maybe they're talking to, if you know?
We do not. Go ahead and make an insight check.
It's an 11.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
Okay. Interesting. Shoot, I wanted to be cryptic, but I don't want to cause... There's like 4 things I want to do, but I don't know which one to do. Damn it.
Pick one.
I'm going to... I'm gonna bring them both, like I'm gonna wave them closer, a little bit closer, and I want to be kind of quiet as to not cause a panic.
Only one of them leans in. The other one is watching you very closely.
Completely understandable. I'm gonna say, guardsmen, make of this what you will, but don't let the sword walk out the door. And I turn to walk away.
He squints his eyes and he looks back at the other people. What's your armor class now?
14.
Yeah, he grabs you by the shoulder.
Okay.
And he goes, "What of the sword?"
Make sure it doesn't leave the capital.
Are you implying that there is a theft about to happen?
At the very least, that's what I think.
You'll need to come with us. And he begins
Okay.
to usher you into the castle.
Okay. I'll follow them, or
Okay.
not follow them. I will comply.
Okay. They lead you into is basically a holding cell. And they put you in and they lock the door.
Okay.
And they'll go, the captain will be with you shortly.
That's fine. Can I get some water or something?
Yeah, and they bring you water, but they're
Okay.
very, very suspicious of you at the moment.
Of course they would be.
Yeah. All right, everybody else, what are you guys doing?
So I think at this point we've kind of split up, right? We split the party up a little bit, and we're all traveling through the city.
You haven't made it into the city yet.
Right.
Yeah, what I was suggesting is that if we try to enter the city, not all at the same time.
Right. I will. Is that kind of where we left off, like that conversation? Okay.
Yep.
Where on the map exactly are we? If just for my knowledge.
You're on the east side of the city,
East side of the city. Okay.
outside the walls.
Outside the
Yeah.
walls. Okay. Well, we could follow this little what do you call it here? This little canal that breaks off the main river.
No, that's the wall.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I thought that was just like a
Poor coloring is what it is.
understood. Okay. Well, there does appear to be an entrance into the city that's a lot closer to the wall, around all that farmland down south. We could try to make our way down that way. That way we're not dealing with as many guards. What do y'all think? Or do we want to make our way through the city proper, or?
If we head land down. Oh.
What's your expert tourist route here, Jack? For us, the tourists.
As far as I can get a feel from the city and everything we've seen so far, I think all of the entrances are going to be guarded about the same.
Pretty crazy. Gotcha.
So what I was thinking was that if we kind of broke up into pairs, or like one of us go, a smaller group, we may be able to get past the guards there. But I'm just worried that they're not going to be as dumb as the ones that we just passed.
Which is always nice, having stupid ass guards.
Right.
Whew. Well.
Anyone else got any input?
Becca just is gonna listen and think about it for a minute. She doesn't really understand cities so well. She understands guards.
The crux of the matter is that we're hopefully still ahead of... God, what was his name, Jack? Did he give us a name?
Oh, crap. I don't remember if he did or not, so I'm just gonna... I don't think he did.
I feel like I don't remember. Anyway, we're still a few days ahead of... let's call him Reginald. He had a Reginald vibe to him. Hopefully. Anyway. But
He did give you guys a name. It was Bigson.
Bigson. That's close enough for Reginald. We are still a few... Oh, well, that's just wishful thinking, ain't it? Because he can travel with magic, probably. But provided he hasn't made it into the city and into the castle walls, we still do need to let people know that this is coming now.
Right.
Is there a way... Actually, who all is on the poster? Is it everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. It's everyone.
Having grown up here, having been a kid, running around, sneaking in and out of the city, all that fun stuff, would I know any routes that kind of get through?
Yeah. Make a history check.
Okay.
This is a personal history check, so make it with advantage.
Okay. The first one's 15, second one, then 9, so 17.
17. Yeah, like, you know that there are holes in the walls in certain spots. And with your time with law enforcement too, you would know that there are like smuggler pathways in. You just have to know where to look. Some of them are around the river that you know about, but you're not certain how guarded they'll be or by whom.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, there are some other ways into the city, guys. Let's head over by the river. I'm gonna see if I can spot a smuggler's path that we used to have to keep an eye on. I'm gonna head that way.
Okay.
Okay, Cracker's gonna follow.
Go ahead and make a perception check, Jack.
That is a 13.
13. Yeah, it takes you a little while, but you begin to see the symbols that you remember from a kid that you recognize as like pointing towards secret entrances near the river.
Okay.
That were used by like the Thieves Guild and the smugglers.
Okay. We'll take a breath. Didn't think I'd ever use these this way. And we can get in.
As you approach, you don't see anybody guarding them, as far as you can tell.
Still gonna head. I'm still gonna be cautious, but yeah, I'm gonna head in.
Okay. You open up the entrance, and it is just full of cobwebs.
I wonder if they gave up on using them.
Huh. That is crazy.
All right, guys, come on, quick. Kind of motion everyone to go in real quick, and I'll go in, shut the door behind us.
Definitely follow.
Yeah.
Just going.
Sorry, what was that?
Lorna would also, she'd tag along, she'd go.
Okay. So you guys walk through this tunnel, and it's probably, a 200-foot tunnel, and then it starts to slope up, and you come out in an alleyway from a sewer opening, and you're in the city.
Damn.
All right. Well, that worked out much better than I thought it was going to.
Spookily well, yeah.
A little bit paranoid now. So once everyone gets out, I'm going to cover it back up and kind of shift the dirt around or whatever to make it look like it's kind of back to normal. Sewer well. Bleh. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, for sure. All right, and where you guys headed?
Well, I assume we're walking towards the castle, and as we're walking, I'm kind of like, all right, so what is the plan here? Obviously, we need to make them aware of what's going on, both in Hellforge and what's on its way here.
Right, but
Do we have any idea of how that's gonna not get us killed?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. Those wanted posters are everywhere. And we're waltzing into the seat of power.
Yeah.
The most guarded building in the entire country.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
So
At some point, I
honestly,
guess
we're
we just
walking
gotta
to a
bite.
bear trap. Yep.
That's offensive. We've got Greca standing right here. Could you not?
Sorry, Greca.
It's all right. I
Sorry.
understand.
Either way, we're walking into a trap here. We can either
Okay.
spring it and hope for the best.
At some point, I
Find
guess
someone
you
that's
just
smarter
gotta.
than me.
At some point, I guess you just gotta face the music. I mean, they can't. It's not gonna get any worse because I'm telling the truth, right?
Hope so.
Low shrug from Greca.
There's a very real possibility that we just get arrested on sight because somebody higher up knows who we are. The posters aren't perfect, but we do kind of stand out.
Yeah.
How do you figure? I say, standing there, glowing red, and also wearing a bright blue cloak.
It's just kind of gestures at all of you, and like all of smoke.
Your hair's made of sand. I find that just stop.
The 6-foot-something bear woman is gonna look at Smoke and then nod her head a little bit and then look back at Lorna and be like, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jack is the most. I guess Jack is the most normal looking out of all of us, ain't he?
Now calm down. There's nothing wrong with Lawrence.
That's fair. That's fair. You're
I
right.
think that barmaid would agree with you. Thank you.
Alrighty. And we're done with that conversation. Now.
Putting a short stop to the short
What?
stop.
What? Oh, that's not offensive. I see how it is, Smoke.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, am I getting a little short with you, Smoke? Huh?
Do you want to block the stand on, Lawrence? Are you alright?
Oh boy.
Some microaggressions.
Ooh, fuck. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, shit.
Guess I'm gonna have to write a short song about that one.
Oh, that one got me good. Oh.
Oh,
That one hurt me. That one hurt me physically, mentally. I think I'm just gonna roll 1d4 for psychic damage, and that's a 1. All right.
it's at this point that a guard looks down the alley. And he goes, "Excuse me,
Yes.
if y'all would please step out into the light."
It's midday.
Yeah, but you're in an alley.
Oh, that's right. I
Shadow.
forgot.
Oh,
Saunter on.
Too
over.
busy looking down, huh,
I'm
Smoke?
gonna actually pick up the dwarf kind of by the shoulder. Sorry, sir. Sorry, our drunken friend stumbled in here. We had to grab him and pull him out.
Heh, they
Yeah,
pulled
I mean-
me out.
Yeah, okay. Have you seen these And he looks at his poster,
With his
looks
reaction,
at all of
I'm
you,
telling- yeah, they look pretty familiar. Yeah,
and
reckon that's me.
and he very quickly raises his weapon. And he goes, "All of your hands in the air now."
Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just for what?
You're all under arrest.
For what?
Train theft and murder.
Train theft and murder. What do you mean?
Assault with a deadly train.
Well, now you're just being ridiculous. Why would you think that we committed train theft and subsequent train bludgeoning?
I can't lift the train. Can y'all?
Put your hands up.
Oh, my
I have
hands
never-
are already up.
I have never
I'm-
touched a train in my life, which is the biggest lie she's ever told.
The gun is very much leveled at Smoke now.
She raises her hands.
Okay. And he kind of like gestures to the side of the building, and he's like, "Everybody, put your face against the wall." And
okay.
then he blows into a whistle.
Oh. Hmm.
Gonna comply. Can we just talk about this a moment?
What is there to talk about? You're all under arrest.
I understand that, but you ever think that maybe we didn't actually do it?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I love this dice. That is a 19. What is my... That'll be a 21.
The guard just said,
I mean, not
Yeah,
every
but-
wanted person has to have committed the thing. Like, there are reasons someone might have been, wrongfully wanted.
I mean, I suppose
If
you have a point.
if we were guilty, why wouldn't we just run? You're
Well, I
only
mean,
one
at the end-
person.
It's at that point like 5 more guards show up,
Logic still
Um,
stands, though. Good job, Greca.
and
Thank you.
so this one guard's like kind of like scratching his head, like, I mean, I guess.
Now, I'm still facing the wall, hands up, just as he asked us to do. Let's think about this, gentlemen. If we went out, stole this train, and sent it flying into the city and killed a bunch of people, do you really think we would still be in this city?
Or just openly walking around.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, I suppose, but then again, why would your faces be on these posters?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. That's actually one of the reasons we're here.
We figured we
Okay,
could talk to somebody at the castle to
I mean,
try to get
in
this
that
cleared
case,
up.
we're gonna take you to talk to the captain. That's the only way to sort this out.
That's fine. That's
Sure.
fine.
We do need to take your weapons, though. That it's policy.
That's okay. That's okay.
I ain't even got any.
Kraka is loaded with weapons, so she's gonna kind of look at her stuff and go, "Oh, can I put my hands down to give you them?"
Preferably not. We'll take them off of you.
All right, there's a
Okay.
revolver in my holster here. Got the shield on my back, the dagger in my boot.
Do you need a pocket knife?
Yes.
All right.
So they relieve you of all of your weapons, and then they go, well, and it's also policy that we have to put you in chains.
It's rather
just
rude if we're
formality.
compliant, but yeah. All right.
Understand.
They don't put them on like your feet or anything, just like on your hands, and they're in front of you instead of behind your back.
Well, careful with
And then they
Lawrence though.
begin.
He likes being tied up.
Must that be the butt of all of your jokes today, Smoke?
So they begin to lead you towards the castle. Doc, you've been sitting there for probably an hour when suddenly this guard in a deep blue coat walks in. He's got a cap with a feather in it, and he goes, "Hello, sir. I'm Captain Scott Zepp.
Write that down.
I hear that
Sorry.
you have information pertaining to the Dumont sword."
Hmm. I stand up and take my hat off as a show of respect and nod. Yeah. I have it on pretty good authority that Councilwoman Dumont's sword will be taken by, if I'm going to assume properly, the person that that the council is talking with right now.
And who would the council be talking with at the moment?
This is going to make me sound kind of crazy, and I totally understand that, but they could potentially be talking with the lawyer from was it the Nine Hells?
Yeah, the lawyer, the ambassador of the Nine Hells, I think was the. No, he was
No,
He was
a
a lawyer.
bureaucrat. He was
He's
a
a
lawyer.
lawyer.
Well, none of
Okay.
you are there, so
No, that was out of character. I was actually
Yeah.
asking if it was Nine Hells.
it is the Nine Hells. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I say what I just said, only more with gusto.
Okay.
Only I
he
say
kind
it
of-
better.
He squints, and he's like trying to size you up, and he goes, "Oh, how would you know about that?"
Well, I was in the town when he came out from the ground.
You were in Hellforge.
Yeah, practicing
Huh.
there for quite a while.
And then he holds up a wanted poster, and he looks at it, and he looks at you, and he goes, "Well, Doc, they got your nose wrong. And
sure
they gave
did.
you a mole where you don't have one.
Yeah, I know.
Tell you what, these artists, trash.
They're pretty terrible, aren't they?
Now, let's talk about the train.
Yep.
You forming some kind of protest against peace? Why are you attempting to sabotage the talks?
I'm
You
not.
killed a lot of people.
Yeah, that was not on purpose. That was a complete accident.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, of course.
I mean,
Why are
personal-
you here, Doctor?
to tell you not to make sure that sword doesn't leave this city, preferably doesn't leave the room that it's in.
Why? I don't understand. What's in this for you?
Well, I mean, I like living on this in this place. I don't want Nine Hells in what's the word I'm looking for? Encroaching on it. There we go.
Yes. It seems to me like the ambassador is here to establish peace, and all he has asked in return is a return of the Nine Hells property.
Well, I mean, of course, it's
So,
entirely...
You attempting to stop them from getting this property is in essence stopping the peace talks. Why would you want that?
Well, as someone who's through a very massive lapse of judgment made deals with beings from other planes of existence, it's a bad idea to do that.
You've been to other planes of existence?
Sure.
When? How?
I can do that.
He quickly looks over at one of the guards and he goes, "Activate the runes."
Oh shit.
Captain, that's not going to be necessary.
You see a rune like start glowing below your cell. And
I'm just kind of... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You get the sense that you won't be able to detect a portal or create one while you're in the cell.
Yeah. I'm just going to be like, Captain, I mean, if you want to do that, you can. If it makes any difference, I don't want to go back to where I'm able to go. They don't like me very much.
Seems like we have something in common.
They like me less than you do.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Your train stunt killed a lot of people.
I say really, really quiet. Wouldn't be the first, but okay. Well, I mean, to be fair, I didn't know how to drive a train, and we didn't want to steal it in the first place. Well, I didn't.
Well, interesting. You seem to have a view of... I'm not quite following your story, so start at the beginning, please.
Start which beginning? Because a lot of stuff's happened in the last 3 months. Out of character, yeah. If I had to go with like how long this adventure's been going.
Oh, it's been months.
It's been months. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all tell him just like Captain. I don't know if you want to sit down, but it's been a lot of stuff's happened in the last few months.
Such as, give me the abridged version.
There was a train robbery. There was a metal man that exploded that caused the metal plague to happen.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you saying you caused the plague?
I'm not saying I didn't, but I'm also saying that I cured it. But, you know, the practitioners don't want to have anything to do with that.
Of course, of course. Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah, we'll say that you go through the story of the last
cool.
couple months.
I appreciate that because it was hard for me. It's hard for me to remember.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's a 7.
Yeah. He's like, this is the most insane story I've ever heard. How about you sit here for a little while and see if you come to the conclusion that telling the truth will actually help you. And with that, he gets up and walks out.
I'll yell after him. I really hope you like your position of power there, Captain. And I sit down.
Okay. A short time after that, your friends are brought into the cells next to you.
Hey, Doc.
So that's where you went.
And
hello, Doc.
they tell everybody the same thing that they told Doc when he first arrived. They go, "Oh, the captain will be here shortly." They lock you in the cells. And for good measure, they turn on the runes below your cells. Any of you who can do magic suddenly find that you can't do magic.
Gotcha.
Does that mean Greca can't resurrect people?
Nope.
Anybody want to hear a song?
Gods, no.
Let's do it.
Lawrence.
just to hear Smoke get upset is enough to appease him. He does not play a song at this time.
I'm just gonna kind of sit back in the cell, just like, damn. Been
So
one of these in a long time.
Yeah.
you guys are sitting in cells. And it seems like it might be a little bit before the captain comes back.
You'd think the first time I actually end up being in a cell would be for the crimes I committed selfishly, instead of the ones I committed trying to save the planet.
Is there anything you guys would like to do while y'all are waiting?
They keep us shackled.
Nope. Just put in the cells, and the rune was turned on below your cell.
I'm going to I'm going to pull out my do I still have my notebook, or am I stripped clean of any?
Your notebook,
contraband?
yes, but not your weapons.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pull out my my notebook, and I'm going to, because I got the captain name written down, I'm going to put a big question mark. I'm going to write more research required.
They take my tinker's tools.
I'll say they did not. Because you rolled such a nice persuasion check. Just your weapons.
Okay. Thinking about doing something very unlawful here. But we need to actually get our message to people.
I've tried.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock with my tinker's tool.
Okay. I'm going to say you can attempt this, but it is at disadvantage because these are not lockpicks.
Okay.
So roll a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Okay. At least that's a +3. Let's see. Come on, dice. Love me.
No.
Mostly. So the highest one will be 18.
18.
Yep. 21.
Yeah, so you managed to amazingly open up your cell.
I'm gonna kind of look out the.
Yeah, and the second that you step out of your cell, or I can't remember. Can you cast magic?
I can't.
Okay, yeah, you don't notice a difference.
Okay. Are there any guards?
Not in the room with you currently.
Alright. I'm gonna hop over the cell next to me and start unlocking shit.
Roll disadvantage again. Sleight of hand.
And that'll be a 15.
15. Can't quite seem to get it open.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
What's
Anybody
the room
else?
look like? Oh, okay.
So it is literally like a hallway with cells on one side. That's
It's on one side. Where's the entrance?
It would be on the end of the hall towards the east.
Okay. Is it a swing door, sliding door?
It is a big iron and wooden door.
Okay. Hey guys. I'm gonna shut
Smoke looks up.
I'm gonna get back in my cell and shut up and make sure it doesn't lock.
Okay.
Need someone to play sick, and we need to start a racket.
I mean, are we really planning a highfalutin escape out of a giant, basically, government prison?
Do we want to rot in here while that? Do we want to rot in here, or?
I put my hands up against the bars and I look out at him and I say, well, I mean, I don't really see much of another option, Jack. Not to, shit in your Cheerios or nothing, but or wait, what's the fantasy equivalent of Cheerios? Oatmeal,
Wheat
grits,
circles.
wheat circles. Not to
Wheat circles.
not to take a big old horse dump in your wheat circles, but we're in the middle of a heavily guarded castle. And we are only 6 people, aren't we? I don't know, like...
1, 2, 3, 4,
Let me-
5, 6.
Let me ask this. I like to think I got a pretty alright head on my shoulders. Not the greatest, not the worst, when it comes to getting out of shitty situations. You two, Schwartz and Jack, have been in this town before. Do you know anything about this castle? Anything about the way that it's laid out, or how we can get out?
I might have to roll history on that. To be
I will.
honest.
I will give you both.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give one of you advantage if you're.
I don't
Um,
think I would
history.
really ever would have had a reason to be in the castle.
Okay, straight roll for the dock then.
I was gonna say I would have
Mm-hmm.
backstory wise.
Mm-hmm.
And this is history.
Yep.
And this is not with advantage. It's a straight roll.
Straight roll because Jack would not be able to help you on this.
That's a 23.
Shit. Yeah. Like you have a fairly okay understanding of like some of the more public spaces and how to get around. You're not 100% certain in how to get out of this specific area, but once you're out of this area, you think you could get around the castle fairly well.
Okay. Now I just need to get out of my cell.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes then?
What was the question?
Does anybody know how we would get out of here, really? Like, realistically?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do. I know. As soon as I get out of here, I can get you all out, no problem.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, if we got a plan, I'm all for it.
I'd say get out's a pretty good plan.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I can expect my cell to be able to be opened.
I guess I was just thinking, I mean... What did y'all talk about, Doc? What did y'all talk about when you were tied up here?
Well, they know who I am, and they know what we did.
Right. Did you tell them everything?
I told him everything from my point of view. I'm maintaining plausible deniability for you guys, because if I say I don't know who you are, they got no reason to keep you around on account of me.
So you're saying that you told the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I got no reason to lie. He looked at the poster and he knows who I am.
And he still wants to put us in?
Well, he thinks we're crazy. Well, he thinks I'm crazy.
Man. Shit.
He ain't talked to y'all yet. He hasn't come back, right? Has he?
No, not yet.
Okay.
All right. Shit. All right. Then I'm down to escape. But it really fucking pisses me off that all we're trying to do is help, and we run into this much opposition.
We did steal a train.
And kill
We
a
did
bunch of
steal
people.
a train, and
Killed a bunch.
Doc killed a bunch of people. Sure.
Yeah, Smoke, you're totally innocent.
Greca actually didn't know that the train crashed because she didn't mentally put that together and no one really told her. So she's going to put her head against
yeah.
the bars now and she's going to go, wait, what happened?
Don't worry about it, Greco. Let's just get out of here.
No, don't keep her in the dark.
Greca,
We just
Train
think that the
crash.
burden of
Yeah.
knowledge might be too much to bear.
Womp, womp, womp.
Had to get one in, guys.
Well, that was
Sorry, not
philosophically
sorry.
depressing.
I can't poke my head through the bars. I'll just be like, Greco, when I broke the train, it hurt a lot of people.
And the train.
But the people.
Ugh.
Well, I figure she'd be just about as sad about the train.
I mean, she was already sad about the train. But the train's not alive. The train is like...
It was mostly a meme. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to like dehumanize Greca. The train was your best friend. That was the joke I was making.
It was.
Derailed.
I believe the
Oh.
count when we
You're the
got in.
conductor of my misery.
Damn it! I was about to tell Greca the death count, and y'all are making memes. Shit. I believe the official count when we got into town was 6 dead, many injured.
We weren't given a number.
Well, something. The barmaid said something.
It was.
Well,
It
it
was.
was a lot of people.
There was a number of people injured, and I think 6 deaths is what I had said.
Okay. Oh, fair enough. It's been a week.
Ooh,
Obvious.
that's not good. Hold on.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
So,
Phew.
let me see here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Greca's just gonna start sobbing.
Well, how loud is it?
Like
Sobbing is loud.
wailing.
Well, that might draw the attention we need.
That may just be everything. We
Yeah,
need,
I was about to say.
That's why I
The
asked.
door opens, and 3 people walk in: 2 guards and what Doc would know as the captain. The captain walks over to Greg and he goes, "My dear, what's wrong?"
And she's just gonna blubber. And she's gonna say, the train.
Oh, what about the train?
The people.
Yes, many people did die. Why
Louder
did you guys? Why did you
wailing.
guys? Why did you send it into the town like you did?
She's gonna shake her head and she's gonna start telling them that the train got attacked by a dragon. Except
you all were on the train and were
on-
attacked by a dragon.
We were on the train, and then the train was attacked by a dragon. The
Oh.
dragon saw that there was nothing on the train, and then the next thing that we knew, the train was broken, and we needed to jump off, and we spent a night in a terrible forest.
Yes. Well, thank you for that information. Placing you all on the train makes you all culpable.
Cracker's just still sobbing. She rolled like a fucking 3 on her like con save to not cry.
He walks back over to the dock and goes, "So, are you ready to tell me the truth now?"
Captain, I gotta tell you, you've already heard it.
He rolled a lot better on his insight check this time.
yeah.
He kind of looks at you, and then he looks at everybody else, and he goes, "A dragon, huh?"
Yes. Oh,
Listen.
oh. Do I have my stuff? Do I have like my?
You do not have your weapons, but you
No.
have your other stuff.
Okay. Well, I did pick up the scales,
Yes, you did.
Okay.
so I'm going to
Keep them in your bag and not show them to anybody. I understand.
No. What? Yes, I'm going to keep them in my bag and tell nobody. And then
All right, you heard her say it.
No.
Yes.
The Jedi mind trick was too strong. I'm gonna pull out the scales because I was gonna put them into the clothing to add to the outfit, but I'm just gonna hold out basically the these dragon scales.
The captain walks over and he's like, "Oh, I'll be damned." All right, let them out. And the guards go to each of your cells and unlock them, and let you out. Right?
Who's the closest party member to me in the cell?
It's a good question. Probably Doc and Lawrence.
One of them is
one on
getting
your
a
side.
hug because Grekka is just distraught.
Okay.
Doc's the one
Which
who
one?
killed the train. It would be Lawrence.
Lawrence
just
is
kill
getting picked up.
Bear hug.
Bear hug.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, I got a 4. I got a 4 plus 6. That's attack.
It's surprisingly sweet and light.
Slightly wet though, because tears.
A gentle embrace felt twice within 24 hours. It's been a good day.
A true musician.
I just
Alright,
sort of nuzzle my head into your shoulder. Thank you.
So the
Just
captain,
stick 'em down.
I didn't
the
think
captain
you'd
is
actually be
watching
that
this
affectionate.
like, okay. He does look around at you guys though, and does say, unfortunately, we do still need someone to take the blame for the train.
Well,
Blame me.
under my orders, I pull out my badge and toss it to the captain's feet. I'll take the blame.
Hold on. Hey,
He picks
I'm
it
the
up
only actual criminal in this group. I'm the only
and
person
he
who's actually.
inspects the badge, and he goes, "This is Sheriff Jack's star.
That's right.
Where did you get it?"
Yeah, I kind of look down, look at everyone around me for a moment, look back up to him. I was actually his deputy. We were out to find a governor's son when the bandits killed Jack. I took up his title to continue the mission.
Whoa.
It's all spiraled out of control on my end. This is on me, sir.
Hang on. Wait. You're not Jack?
Take a deep breath and a sigh. No.
Who the hell are you?
He's Jack to us. It doesn't matter.
You are not Sheriff Jack Ryle. So who the hell are you?
I'm Deputy Decent Denal.
Right. The captain is kind of looking at all of you, and he goes, "All right, well, we'll bring you before the council, and you can tell them your story. And at that time, the council will pass judgment on you, deputy."
I nod.
Very well. If you'll all come this way, please. And he
All of
leads
us?
you. Yeah, all of you.
Alright.
He leads you through the castle and the castle grounds, and eventually you're led to this just massive council chamber. There is 3 seats at the front of the room, all 3 occupied, and it looks like there is space for the public to be in this room normally. However, it has been cleared out. And sitting at one of the tables up near the front, you see what appears to be someone who looks a little like Jack, but it has reverted back to the lawyer firm that you met down in the well. And he kind of looks up and he goes, "Oh, well, hello there. Good to see you again."
I actually don't know if I've talked to the lawyer. I don't think I was
He's
there.
talking to Jack and Smoke.
Okay, no, I was just in my head. That was me, just like out loud, out of character. Sorry.
Yeah.
She grits her teeth a little bit. She nods
Yeah.
at him.
And you guys are ushered up to another table that's not too far, but right there. And at the council, you guys see, at the council table, you see 3 people. One is a half-elf, one is a dwarf, and one is a full elf. And the half-elf is sitting in the middle, wears the crest of the Dumont family, and she looks down and she goes, "It is brought to our attention that you may have information pertaining to current events. If you would please explain." And then she waits for you to respond.
Who's she talking to?
You guys.
Well, apparently I don't know jack shit anymore. She crosses her arms.
I'm gonna step forward. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Gonna tell them details from how, what happened from when they got ambushed, all the way up to working with the sheriff in Hellforge and their discoveries there with the Iron Man, and just everything to it.
At mention of the Iron Man, everybody make a perception check.
Okay. Oh. Sorry.
14.
That's a nat 20.
A nat
So
1.
25.
Okay.
I got 21.
Okay.
It's going to be a 15 for Lawrence.
Perfect. Lorneros, this is like the most grand room you've ever been in. So you're just like, holy cow, look at all the columns.
Holy fuck, there's paintings on the ceiling.
Yep. How did they do that? Everybody else, you notice that the that Bigson kind of seems suddenly very interested in what you're saying about the middleman. And Doc, you not only notice that, but you also notice that the dwarf on the council has a strange look on his face. It's as if he's there but not there.
Give me just a quick second. Pull up my spells. Just a second. If you want to keep going while I take a look.
Sure. So, Jack, you explain, you give the whole story, right, from the
Right.
beginning.
Yeah.
And the male elf on the council kind of looks down and he goes, "Well, that is quite a story. However, I don't see how it pertains to the politics of the relationship between the Nine Hells and our current state of affairs. If we can broker peace and set up trade relations, is there a good reason not to? Have you seen any ill will from Ambassador Bigson?"
He is from a place called the Nine Hells.
The assumption was that if you weren't going to give him the sword, which is, quote unquote, their property and rightfully, whatever, morals, that he would call upon the armies of the Nine Hells to broker war. Or I don't know what the word will be there.
And Bixen goes, well, now you see, friend. Oh wow, that's not the right accent.
How do you see? I'm so sounding Irish.
That was what's her name? Cynthia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get back into it.
Can I thought of something to do while they're talking. Do you
Sure.
need to is this plot? Do you need to continue on? Because I don't want to interrupt.
He contradicts you, Smoke, and goes, that was basically says that wasn't the intent of what he was telling you. He said, and he goes on to say that it would go a long way to solidifying a peace between the two realms.
Listen, I don't want to call you a liar in any way, shape, or form. I don't feel like that'd be very diplomatic. But I like to think that I can smell bullshit coming a mile away. And we were talking in that well, it very much seemed threatening. So,
Would you honestly believe someone who has been sealed away for some time has the best intentions?
Neither here nor there, right? Like, history.
And he goes, well, to our people, you're the ones who have been sealed away.
Now that sounds like some creepy philosophical enlightenment shit, and I'm not sure if I vibe with it. Not the point.
Can
I smell bullshit.
Can I do?
He just kind of smiles and goes, perspective is in the eye of the beholder, my friends.
I don't like
Thank you,
beholders either.
Captain Obvious.
And on that
Cool,
perspective, go ahead, Doc.
No, it's okay. I was like, because I've been told something and I want to see if I can do this. Because I can speak Dwarvish. I want to look at the Dwarven councilman and I'll say to him in Dwarvish, he goes, Councilman, doesn't look like you've had your coffee today, and I want to cast protection from against him because it looks like he's been charmed.
Protection against what?
Evil. Protection from evil and good.
Good and evil.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
And it'd be second level.
Okay.
Do some cool Witcher shit. Hopefully I can. I don't know if I can because I don't know what the lawyer is classified as, like from a creature standpoint.
Yeah. Make a insight check after you cast it.
Okay. What do I roll to cast, or do I just do an insight check?
You just cast it.
Okay, so I cast it. And I'll do
Yeah.
insight. That's a 17.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
So you cast your spell, and he doesn't. Nothing physical about him changes, and he looks down at you, and he goes, my state of being is my own. Mind your business, please. And what you glean from that is that he wasn't necessarily charmed.
Okay.
But he's still acting very odd. So he might be under some other kind of influence.
Okay.
But you don't think it's a magical thing.
Can I?
Is there anything that I'm able to perceive about him?
What are you looking for?
Just do it. I mean, obviously, being a dwarf as well, am I able to just tell that something is not right?
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's going to be a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Oh,
holy crap!
Yeah, he's super nervous. It's you're not 100% why, but you think that something is going on, that he is leaning favorably towards Bixen.
So I'm gonna just sort of glare at him.
Actually,
Go ahead.
I will say, because you have knowledge that would help you understand this, you recognize a look in his eyes that you've seen before. So you're pretty sure that Bixen has some kind of hold over him. Bye.
So
Welcome back.
I'm going to look at him after having heard the exchange between Doc and him in Dwarvish and say in Dwarvish, "What frattens you?"
Yeah. So all the council members just kind of look over expectantly at the dwarf. Which, by the way, you guys would know all these people's names. So there's Grot, who is the dwarf, and that's Grot Stonecutter, and Rul Galewind is the elf. That's Rul, and then Grot is Graat. Grot. So there's Christia, Grot, and Rule are the council members.
They wouldn't know who I am, would they?
You don't know.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just curious.
But all the Christia and Rule, they both look over at at Grot, and they're like expecting him to answer. It's almost as if they know Dorvish. And he just kind of sits there for a second and he goes, "Everything is fine, brother."
I just sort of narrow my eyes and look at him, but realize that now is not the time to bring anything up, so I don't say anything more.
Okay. Cool. And at this point, Bixen goes, "Council members, I really do think that it's a simple matter to collect these trinkets, and then we can begin to negotiate trade between our two realms. If I might suggest, even, we will need a team to go retrieve them. How about these fine adventurers here?" And everybody on the council just kind of looks over at you guys, and Grot sighs a little bit and nods his head yes. Rule sits there for a second and nods his head yes. And Christia sits and thinks for a moment, thinks a little bit longer, and goes, "Very well. We have a party to go retrieve the lost relics." You are so by charged to do so by the Council of Sanid.
I
I'm
raise
actually
my
just
hand.
shocked. Jack is literally just kind of like sitting there going, "What?" But
That's okay. I raise my hand and I'm going to say, Councilwoman Dumont, we're going to need ample compensation to do a job like this.
Ample compensation. Well, I'm sure we can provide you everything that you need to proceed on this task.
It's fine.
And payment upon completion.
Okay.
She goes, upon completion, 10,000 gold. And a weekly stipend of 50 gold should suffice.
I nod. I don't want to say curtly, but definitely not. I don't want to say respectfully because Doc doesn't like being voluntold for stuff. And I said, I say, okay. Also, when I put my hand on Jack's shoulder, we need immunity.
And she looks down and she goes, "We had discussed with the captain the state of the city, and upon hearing who Deputy Deason is, unfortunately, he will not be joining you on this party. It is the will of this council that Deputy Deason be remaining in prison until such a time that the city has been rebuilt and the families who have lost loved ones are adequately compensated."
That's fine. That's fine. Look over at Doc. You guys get out of here. Do what you need to do.
I reach my hand out to him and pull him in, or I'll start here. I'll reach my hand out to him.
Clasp hands and
I pull him in for a hug, and I'll just tell him, just go. It doesn't matter what name you have, dude. You're a better man than I am. And I let him go, and I turn around to leave.
The captain kind of pulls you aside and as in like, wait, we're gonna wait for everybody else.
I don't say anything.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna walk over after Doc shakes his hand, and I'm gonna extend my hand as well.
shake Lawrence's hand.
We'll get back as soon as we can, sure.
I know.
Okay. Anybody else?
Jack is gonna need the bear hug.
Roll strength check.
Oh
I'm wearing plate.
no! That's an 11 plus 6. So
You take
See?
4 points of squeezing damage.
Oh, breastplate creaks a little bit.
Yep.
Let me
it's
shoot
really
you back up.
emotional.
You keep them on the straight and narrow, all right?
Furiously nodding her head, trying not to cry again.
All right.
As this is happening, am I still just next to the captain?
Yes.
I lean in really close to him. I just go, Captain, he's not gonna swing, is he?
The captain looks over at you and he goes, "No. The council has other things in mind for him."
I'll have an eyebrow kind of shoot up a bit, and I'll leave it at that. Not press any more left than I already have.
Okay. Cool. So, Luneros and Smoke, what are you doing?
Smoke. Her face kind of lightens up, you know. She's still pissed, and the skin, like under her eyes, starts to light up, kind of orange, like a coal, you know, that's been lit on fire. And she says, "I was never really a deputy, was I?"
I'm sorry. I didn't have that power.
She's pursing her lips, and she looks a little bit like she's about to cry.
I am sorry, Smoke.
And she punches you in the chest.
Like full-on punches, or
Like I'm rolling to attack, and it's a 16 plus. It's a 16 plus 5.
Okay, that'll do it. I don't have
No,
my
turn the
I don't
mu-
have my shield.
But she
Turn the
doesn't
music
do it.
off. We don't want to get copyright.
She doesn't do it with martial damage. So it's just she doesn't roll like her full monk thing, right? So it's just 3 damage. She says, "If you ever fucking lie to me again, I swear." We'll be back for you.
Decent nods.
And gently pat Smoke on the shoulder.
She crosses her arms and she turns and walks away.
Okay.
Would approach after that. She would look at the council members. I'm imagining this as like council members are in the back of the room, Jack is kind of in the middle, and we're all towards the door.
Yeah.
So she looks at the council members, looks at Jack, just kind of grins and holds her hand out, not necessarily to shake, but like how a princess would hold her hand out for like someone to take, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Holds her hand out and says, "We'll see you as soon as we get back."
Decent nods, and I'll see y'all soon.
Okay. Bixen walks out with you guys and the captain. And as soon as they leave, Decent, it's just you and the council.
Okay.
And they go, "We do apologize for the subterfuge. We will not be having you sitting in a prison cell. There's a task that we wish for you to take on."
That kind of Decent kind of tilts his head a little bit. All right.
It will take some time, but we need someone who knew Jack Riles to be an ambassador. You see, Sheriff Riles is the son of the leader of a small town far to the southwest.
Oh,
And,
never mentioned that.
well, he apparently had a falling out. But family is family. So we need you to go to Creek Send and see if you can get more information on where the gods have disappeared to.
So his family may know.
His family apparently has ties to ancient cleric lines.
That explains a lot.
And
Okay.
hopefully, if this deal with Bixen goes south, we'll be able to call upon the gods again to help seal away the Nine Hells.
So is working with him a charade? Because
No. If peace can be achieved, then peace will be achieved. But if not, it is the mind of this council to have a backup plan.
Gotcha.
Now, due to the nature of your subterfuge yourself, we do need to be able to keep track of you. And that being the case, we are going to have to magically brand you.
He kind of cracks his neck a little bit. All right. Not like I got much of a choice there.
Okay. So with that, Christia Dumont stamps out from from behind the table and holds out her palm, and suddenly there's a bright purple flame, and she pulls out her dagger and holds the pommel in the flame and watches until it glows red. And then she asks you to present your forearm.
Hand out my left forearm.
Left or whichever you prefer, left or right.
Yeah,
just
I
has to be
hand
form.
out left. Yeah.
Okay. And she places the pommel on your skin. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
I just did. That'll be a. Does the cloak? It says on save, so is that gonna factor into that?
Let me take a look. +1 on saves. Yeah, so you get a +1 on saves, so it should automatically add that in.
Okay, that's wondering why I'm like, okay. So that will be an 18.
An 18. You managed to stay conscious. It is in intense pain. There's a magic that suddenly swirls around your arm, and then you just watch as the skin bubbles and burns, and then she takes away the pommel, and the magic continues to swirl around your arm, and then suddenly it penetrates the burn, and the burn disappears. And she reaches out her hand and like wipes her hand over your arm, and it reappears. And then she wipes her hand across your arm again, and it disappears.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. You've seen this before. In particular with prisoners, like life prisoners who are incredibly dangerous.
Gotcha.
It's a way to track you. And then with that, she steps over to a glyph on the ground and says an incantation, and suddenly it lights up, and she goes, "Your transport."
All right. Well, take care of my friends. And I step onto the transport.
You step on, and poof, Decent is gone from the room. Everybody else, you guys are ushered to a room with Bixen and Captain Scott, and they begin to give you a list of the items that need to be retrieved. One is the Dumont sword, which they already have in their possession. There is a shield, which is somewhere in the vicinity of the Green Marsh.
I'm just writing all. Yeah, Doc's got his notebook out and he's writing.
There is a set of daggers that was lost somewhere in the desert.
Oh God.
Any more information than somewhere in the desert?
They had specific properties that increased someone's ability to become detectable or less detectable. It's not known specifically where they were, but they do know that at one point in time the Institute was experimenting on them.
That sounds about right.
There was a set of gauntlets that was lost in a battle to the mountain giants. So these would be frost giants.
Do we know where frost giants are in this world?
In the mountains.
Okay, well. Yeah, that makes sense.
They are nomadic people. there is a ring that was last seen near a town not far from the Sandfalls.
What area around the Sandfalls? Sandfalls are a big place.
Yes, there was a town not far from the Sandfalls.
As in north-south?
A little to the south east.
And do we have more information or like a tighter area than the mountains?
Nope.
Cool.
Again, they're nomadic tribes.
Yeah, that's fair.
The city was called Greenvale.
The one by the Sandfalls?
Yes. And I need all of you to make a quick history check.
Tell you right now, it's gonna be bad. 7.
That's a 20.
Thanks for having a brain, Doc.
I got a 9.
I got an 11.
Okay. Lawrence?
Sorry, forgot to unmute my mic. 17 plus 3, so 20.
Everybody who made a 15 or above remembers that the little ghost town that you guys were in had a sign called Greenvale.
That's where the ring is?
It was last seen there.
Put a big old question mark.
And lastly, there was a helm that was lost to this world.
Literally like different world now or destroyed?
Lost to the realm.
Right. I look at Doc. Right.
I certainly hope not. That's all I say.
Not like they're... I mean, sure, there's a whole lot of, worlds out there, but if we're talking about easily accessible from our plane of existence...
Well, every realm's easy to get to from our plane of existence. You just know how to. You just have to know how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the only one with naturally occurring portals
is...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And so those are the relics. And yeah.
Do gauntlets count as monk weapons?
It depends on the gauntlet.
I understand.
What do you guys do?
Are we still in the castle, or we have
You're still in the castle. Y'all were taken out of the council chambers.
Sorry. Probably the closest place to us, based on what I understand, is Greenvale, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of point at it. Do we currently have a map of Sinid?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of just point at my map and I say, well, we know where it's closest. We would just want to start there.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, at least we've got a starting point then.
Yeah. I mean, not like any of this is going to be particularly fun. But at the very least, we've been there before. Shit. All right, let's get to it.
All right. I reckon we should probably get some rest and head out first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Fair.
And Captain Scott kind of looks at all of you and goes, "We can get you outfitted with supplies for the journey. Well, at least for at least a month's worth, or as much as you can carry.
Hmm.
Possibly a wagon and some horses."
That would be amazing, actually. Traveling the desert on foot with just rations ain't no fun.
We got to figure out a way to get back to the mainland.
There's a bridge covered in train tracks.
And he goes, "If need be, we can supply a ship
And
to
Yeah.
get you across these straits."
she kind of traces a path around the coast here. Would it be possible to drop us off around here?
Around where?
I suppose nearer where the nearer south, right? So along the mountains, maybe. If we could be deposited around there, it would really shorten the distance that we actually have to travel by wagon.
Yeah. Easily done.
All right, well, I guess the sooner we get this shit done, the sooner we.
No, we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
She. Kinda
So you're
sniffs and
actually
wipes. Sorry, go ahead.
supplied with rooms for the night
In the
Gotcha.
in the castle.
in the castle.
Okay. I'm going to excuse myself from the party and go. I'm gonna go get some fresh air outside. So
Okay.
I'm gonna walk around a little bit and look for that thing that I told you about.
Yep. Go ahead and make a perception check. And Loneros, what were you saying?
The sooner we're done. Like the sooner we get started, the sooner we're done.
Yep. Okay.
I rolled a 17.
17. You go and check another location that you would normally look, and you do find the markings of your cousin.
Okay.
Generally, that would indicate that she's inside the hideout.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess, is it the full one or is it just the one half?
It is the full one since she's there.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. Are we? We're keep going or are we stopping?
If we want to finish, like if you want to go talk to your cousin, and if anybody else wants to do anything before y'all depart Steelvale, we'll do that tonight.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. I'm gonna walk up to the door and just give a knock.
Okay. Like you know her well enough that she's not going to answer the door.
Okay. I'll just open the door and walk in.
Okay. You step over the tripwire, which you know is there, and she goes, "Cousin."
Riss?
Yeah, she's not even
Yes.
facing you. She's bent over a table, dipping arrows in a black powder.
Good to see you're still working. Good to see you're
Business
still-
is good.
That's good.
It was better when you were with me.
Yeah, but you know how it is. Sometimes things get a little too hot, and we did cool down for a while. And I know 15 years is a long while.
Well,
But
suppose a walkabout is sometimes needed.
it's true. Glad you're still alive, though. It's good to see you again.
Likewise. What can I do for you?
Well, I walk over to her and I pull out a red notebook and I rip out the paper regarding. 1 second, sorry.
Merrick Lakewood.
Yeah. Where the hell? Yeah. I go, yeah, Robin over at the Taylors recognized me and he wants to offer you a job, but I don't think it's the kind of stuff that we normally deal in. But I'm going to leave that up to you. And I just put the paper down.
Okay. And she kind of looks at it and she goes, yeah, he was mentioning that he wanted somebody taken care of.
Yeah, but that Merrick's only bothering him and no one else, and
Well,
that's as far as I know. I mean, it's been a long time.
Master Robbins isn't just a tailor. He dabbles in exotic goods.
Oh, well, that makes a whole lot of sense then.
Yeah.
Maybe we just have to point him somewhere else then.
Well, if his previous business partner is causing him trouble, if the price is right, I suppose I could take care of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. I take off my hat and I sit down. So Dumont charged the group that I'm with to basically recover a bunch of artifacts from the Nine Hells.
She just kind of like, excuse me.
It's all good.
She kind of just stares at you like, yeah, sure, okay. Like,
I mean,
the Nine Hells are like a bedtime story.
yeah. They're not. I personally saw someone come out of them out in the desert.
Well, that's well, damn.
Yeah. They're giving us a lot. Oh, no.
Does the council know who you are?
I don't know. They
Oh,
didn't.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, if they knew who you are, I'd assume you'd probably be in prison or dead. Probably
sure.
dead.
More than likely dead.
Yeah.
And, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, so to speak.
What is it that you want from me?
I need a kit, and I need a bag. Because I guarantee... Oh, go ahead.
I kind of understand what you're asking for, but be a little more specific, because I kind of don't.
I mean, it's fine. If it's just you and I talking, basically, I'm just going to say it. Yeah, it's basically this. It's just like...
like, she would know what you're talking about, but I don't.
Ultimately, like, just...
Like a poisoner's kit?
Basically, it's going to be the red bag, which is the bad one, not the...
Right, so the poisoner's... Okay.
The poisoner's kit, yeah. So, so I guess if she's giving me a look, I'm just going to be like, Clarice, people are going to have to die on this trip. May as well make sure I'm not out of practice, huh?
All right. I'll have it to you by morning.
That sounds good. And they're compensating us with about 10,000 gold, and I'm going to give you half my share.
She spits out a glass, like a mouthful of water that she had just sipped. She's like, 10,000 gold.
10,000 gold. Split 6 ways.
Oh my.
5 ways. 5 ways, right? No, hold on.
No, I think you misunderstood what the council was saying, Doc. 10,000 gold each.
Oh, I did completely misunderstand.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to rewind that, and I'll just say, 10,000 gold upon delivery.
She goes, I'll have that kit to you in the morning.
I put my hand on her shoulder, and I'm just going to be like, I always know I can count on you. We at? I'm by. Give it to the innkeeper at Steel Horse, and I'll be there in the morning to pick it up.
Very well.
And then I turn to leave.
Okay. As you turn to leave, though, she does stand up and goes, "Listen, cousin. If you are truly dealing with relics from the Nine Hells, the stories that we were told as children, if those are true, you might not come back."
Well, if that's the case,
Do be careful.
I walk over to a. Is there paper and pen near her?
Yes.
I'm gonna write out basically in case of, my failure to come back, she gets my 10,000.
A will.
Yeah, basically a
Okay.
will. Yeah, last will and testament. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. And then and I'll hand it to her and be like, I mean, I've already got one realm that wants me dead. Why not a couple others?
You never did tell me the whole story of what happened there. When you get back, you have to share it with me.
Share it over a drink for sure.
Good luck. She gives you a big ol' hug.
Yep. I hug her back nice and tight, and I give her a gold, and I'll just be like, go get yourself something to eat. You look like you haven't slept in days.
She was like holding a gold and about to give one to you too.
Yeah. We'll high five, and then
Yeah.
and then I'll take my leave.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything the night before you depart?
I don't know. It's definitely been a day. So I think Grega is gonna go to her room and
Go
sorry,
ahead,
what?
sorry. No, I didn't mean to interrupt.
She's probably gonna turn in, and by turn in, probably stare at the ceiling and try to sort out everything that's happened today.
I kind of
Okay.
want to stop. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I interrupted. You go ahead.
I kind of want to stop Lord Neros before she goes to her room, and just kind of pull her over for a side chat for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
Stop?
yeah, probably for the best. You don't mind, do you?
Of course not.
We head into my chamber. Is it just me, or did things move very quickly today?
They
Like,
definitely did.
not
Mine. That almost seemed.
suspicious.
Yeah. Surely. It almost seems like it was too easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I might agree with you there. Okay. So just put it out there. Feelers, you know how it is. The powers that be in Steelvale maybe in bed with the Nine Hells. Is that what we're saying here?
That did seem to be the case, yes.
And we are on a journey to find various artifacts made with pieces of the Nine Hells to just open that there gate. And I'm definitely not the only one who feels like this ain't a good thing, right? Like that peace or whatever, that'd be fantastic, and I'd love that. But you also got the vibe that is not the plan, right? Okay. All right. Well, at this point, there's not a whole lot that I can think to do, unless you can think of a plan all of a sudden.
think of us actually going out to find those.
Right.
Granted, we don't want the Nine Hells to get their hands on these, but
At least not
as
until
long as
know
we
what's
have them,
going
they
on.
don't.
Yeah, at least not until we know what's going on with this. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, let's go get some hell relics, I guess.
Let's go find a ring.
She nods. Thanks for making me feel less paranoid.
You're welcome, I suppose.
She smiles, and she gives Lorneros a hug. And that is about it for me.
Okay. Oh, Luneros and Smoke are looking for a ring.
Yeah.
All right, I'm calling the cops.
We can always come back to this.
All right, Lawrence, what are you up to?
Well, my first question is the rooms that we're all staying in, are they all pretty close together?
Yeah, they're all in the same wing.
Okay. So I just kind of assessing everything that's just happened. I walk into my room with my lute and I just sit there and start strumming chords. You know, just thinking about everything that's occurred, what's ahead of us, and the chords themselves tend to resonate throughout the rooms, and you hear both sadness but also fear for what's to come.
Okay. As you're sitting there, suddenly you hear a voice behind you, and it's Bigson. He goes, "Well, hello there, Lawrence.
Vixen,
It's been a while.
some days you might stay.
How's the loot treating you?"
She's breaking in pretty nice.
Oh, very good, very good. Now, don't forget our deal.
Have I given you reason to suspect otherwise?
Well, not as of yet.
Then you have nothing to worry about.
Just remember, we're keeping an eye on you, Bixon.
Ah,
Lawrence.
I won't forget.
And with that, a portal opens up behind him and he steps through and disappears.
And I continue strumming as if nothing happened.
Okay. Anybody else?
I just walk back to the castle.
Okay.
Kind of walk in it. I don't know.
Yeah, you find your room. You're directed to a room by the guards, and yeah, I guess if that's all, you guys all go to sleep, and we'll call it there for the night. Just so everybody is aware, tonight is Jack's last night for a little while, due to work conflicts. But as soon as he is
Free.
able to,
Free of the shackles that bind him.
Yeah.
he'll be back. So I think we're looking at 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months maximum. Hopefully not that long.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. This is exciting. I'm excited, guys. This will be fun.
Yeah,
I am threatened.
Oh man.
But we'll pick it up next time, and have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Thanks
night,
for
everyone.
listening. We hope you enjoyed. This is now sponsored by Audible. No, it is not.
No.
I hope you all have a great night. Audible, if you are looking for people to sponsor, though, hello. I could use your money.
Advertisement, you legally owe us money.
I do voices.
And this is now a paid product, so we'll send you an invoice later. Audible is no. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Fair.